This is another demo about Cockpit storage and Anaconda. If you've seen the BIOS battle demo, this is the continuation of that. Now we're going to battle EFI or EFI. And so this is now an EFI system, and I'll try to do the same things, be intentionally naive about making a custom storage configuration. Let's go forward. Yeah, we want to modify the storage. And this time, of course, you have to start with a partition table, but this time we make a old school DOS partition table because I have my reasons and I need it to be compatible with my, I don't know, let's say offline NAS backup solution. So I really want this now. Okay. I already know I need a boot partition and I use X4 for this, 2 gigabytes, and that's created. And the rest goes to my root partition in XFS, that's fine. And back to Anaconda. Now we can do the mount point assignment. And oh, here's already something that I didn't expect, that I didn't know about. We need to give a partition for the EFI, boot EFI mount point also. What is that about? Well, none of those. I haven't planned for this, so let's get back. And let's just make this a little bit smaller. Let's make it 1900, and we use the rest for the EFI system partition. I don't really know what that is at this point, but we know where it should be mounted. And yeah, I don't know, maybe no file system. Anaconda will know. I know that we can't mount it. It needs to have a file system. Okay, boot EFI X4. That's created. Okay, back to Anaconda. Now we can assign all the mount points. This one, which one was it? The 100, the smaller one. Okay. Oh, here's something. Must be on a device formatted to EFI. Never heard about this kind of file system. But let's just reformat it. That will be fine. Okay. Yeah. And let's go on. Then boot was this one. And the root file system is this one, the bigger one. And everything good. Button is blue. Let's go forward. Oh no. Stage 1. What is that? Every system partition cannot be of type X4. Okay. Every system partition must be mounted on. But that is. We have done that part. That is okay. Every system partition cannot be of type XFS. But it isn't. It isn't. System partition must be mounted on. What? We have done it. Okay. And it cannot be of type X4. So it has yelled at us twice now that it can't be accessed. Or maybe it has just iterated over all of those, but we have explicitly assigned this one. Okay. Yeah, well, lots of errors that are probably not important, but we are reformatting it. So why does it still complain? Maybe we have learned last time reformatting actually means reformat with the same file system just to clear out all the files to make it empty again. It will not ever change the format. Okay. What do? I have to go back here. Still don't know what EFI is. EFI file system. So we go to the interwebs and we Google a bit, and they tell us, okay, EFI system partitions need to be VFAT or some version of VFAT that is not really VFAT, but on Linux it is VFAT. So, and while doing this, we find the partition type as well. And okay, here's one entry. We set it to EFI system partition. There was no mention of that in the errors, but probably makes sense. So let's format it as VFAT as well. Okay. Mount point is still okay. Good. So let's look at the overview. We have a VFAT on boot EFI, 99 megabytes. Is that enough? Nobody knows. So let's go back to Anaconda and see what it says now. Okay, mount point assignment. Next. Old arrow is still there. So now we use the VFAT here. It still complains, but maybe reformatting will help. And then we have the boot, was this one, and our root file system is this one. Okay. Fingers crossed. Exactly the same error. No, a little bit different. At the end now it says EFI system partition cannot be of type VFAT, but the interwebs have told us that the EFI partition is VFAT. Is there another file system? Cockpit doesn't offer it. And so, curtain, I can reveal the mystery. Blivet can't have EFI system partitions on MBR partition table. So this is not mentioned here in this error message at all. Blivet is only happy when it is a GPT partition table. But of course, EFI can mount also with MBRs. Okay, so we are stuck here. We can't get out of this. And there's no clue here yet. Even with a better integration between Anaconda and Cockpit, I think these kind of error messages need to be improved a lot to be more precise. And maybe Anaconda can help by, if you click the reformat button, it can just do the right thing. No matter what's on it before, just give it any kind of partition, and clicking reformat should put the right file system on it and set the right partition type. The same with BIOS boot, I guess. So it would have, it's not a mount point, of course, but it can also be assigned. Okay, so, but let's create a successful storage configuration here quickly, which means, sorry, we have to start over with the GPT one. Create a couple of partitions. Let's make the EFI one first, because it was first in the list. 1 gigabyte sounds good. I think there is some kind of requirement on the size of this, but I mean, custom storage configuration is there for a reason, so I think we should allow people to violate all these requirements. Okay, now comes boot. Ext4, just for kicks. Nah. 2 gigabytes. And then comes root XFS for all the rest. Okay. And done. I know there's still one bit missing, but let's see what happens. Okay. EFI, this one, and this one still complains. The heck? And what does it say? EFI system partition must be on boot EFI. Cannot be of it, but it isn't. Here the first one is VFAT. So VFAT is not acceptable. It has to be some EFI kind of thing. And yes, we know this is because of the partition type here. Okay, now it's okay. Although it was already identified by mount point, we still have to set the right partition type on it. Okay, next. Do the whole thing again. Now it even says EFI system partition here. But it would never do that for MBRs. And the last one. And yes, success again. There should be some kind of reward if you make it this far. Okay. Didn't we say it should be reformatted? Maybe not. Let's go back and check. No, we didn't. Okay. But I would like it to be format as EFI. Ah, no, it says EFI. Interesting. Not VFAT anymore. Okay. And we have beaten the final boss also for EFI. Okay. Thanks a lot. And I'll go and put the BIOS boot on EFI stuff into the create partition dialog. Thanks a lot.